Alright guys, what is up? And I'm bringing you guys some Modern Warfare 3 gameplay. It feels like I haven't posted some Modern Warfare 3 for a while, but here is some MW3. So I had a comment on my last video telling me, maybe I'd get more subscribers, people would like my videos better if I didn't camp so much. And this just so happens to be one of my campiest gameplays I'm about to put up. So it's just really convenient that someone stated that in my last video, and I'm about to put up, let's just say I'm about to pitch a tent around here, but it kind of goes, the gameplay kind of goes with what I'm going to talk about today, and that is how I hold, just me, I don't know about others because I don't know very many other people that do, but there is definitely people out there that hold 4 kill death ratios or higher. My KD in Modern Warfare 3 is just over a 4. And I get a lot of people messaging me on Xbox, adding me as friends, and people even asking me how do I hold a 4 KD in this bullshit game, is what most people say. We know there's Dead Man's Hand, there's Assassin, there's Tape 95, Corner Campers, and how do I hold the 4 KD? Well, let me tell you the most important thing in how I do it is I play defensive. For the most part, I'm a fairly defensive player. I don't really rush around a whole lot. I'm not. People seem to think that I'm like the, a extremely campy player. Like, I don't move. Like, I'm a Wings of Redemption, even though he's not even the most extremely campy player. If you've seen some of his recent gameplays, he's using shotguns and submachine guns. Now, the reason that people think that I'm a really big camper is because most of the gameplays I get, I'm playing really defensive, and you want to know why? Is because playing defensive, the kind of, I guess you could say, campy tactic, is the best way to play, and you will get some of the best gameplays that way. Not all gameplays are that way, but it's easier to sit back and let people run to you than running to them. It's true. It's just the way it is. You even see some rushers. I remember SFMX the GOAT said that once, but the rushing playstyle is something different. I don't want to get into this whole entire playstyle argument here. What I'm here to talk about is how I get my 4 KD and how I hold it. So like I said, I play defensive, and probably the next most important thing that I would have to say is probably my class setup. Sorry there, I couldn't say class. So the difference of weapons, perks, and proficiencies really comes down to help it. A lot of people don't think it matters. I must say that the create a class system in Modern Warfare 3 is definitely a really important factor, as well as the strike package as well. So let me get into kind of my create a class breakdown. For the most part, the perks that I use, the first tier ones, are Scavenger and Sleight of Hand, are pretty much the only two that I ever use. My second tier perk, the only perks I pretty much ever use, is Assassin or Blast Shield. Sometimes I'll swap in Hardline, but not very often. It's mostly just Assassin or Blast Shield. And my third tier perks are pretty much always Sit Rep, and sometimes I'll sub in Stalker. And those perks right there are pretty much on all 10 of my classes in Modern Warfare 3. Just maybe mix them around a little bit, but those pretty much are all the perks that are in my classes for this game. I must say that they personally help me out the best, and they are what I find most beneficial, and what I work well with is those perks. You guys know I'm mostly an Assault Strike package guy, and I would recommend the Assault Strike package if you're trying to hold a high KD, such as myself. And you don't always have to use the big streaks. Sometimes I have a class designated just a small streaks, which is 345 UAV care package and Predator missile. And you know why? It's just sometimes the big streaks don't pay off. They're I can't think of the expression, but it's kind of like go big or go home. They're all risk, no reward. That's what I was thinking of. Some games you might have the AC-130 Juggernaut Osprey gunner set up, but are you even going to be able to get that first Osprey gunner? Or sorry, that first AC-130. So that's why sometimes the assault streaks are even better. Just if even if you want to run them low, it's really not a bad thing. Support's okay, but they don't really help you get kills that much because of all the assassin use in Modern Warfare 3. The recon perks don't work as much in the support. Specialist is good, and I do say that Specialist is probably your second best bet, but it's not really helping out the rest of your team. And at the same time, while holding a 4 KD, You know, you have to kind of worry about your team too. That's just the type of player I am. I guess you could sub out Assault for Specialist, but I don't know. I kind of recommend Assault. It's what helps me do better. And one of the most important things that I haven't stated yet is, well, this doesn't happen for everyone, but like I said, this video is kind of personal preference and how I hold the 4KD. And I play domination with a full party, and I find that to be the easiest way. You know, when this game first came out, I played solo for a bit, and let's just say I didn't do very well. I was averaging about a 2 KD, and the reason for that is that I play the objective all the time, and you know, whenever I play domination, which is, you know, about 90% of the time what I'm playing, you know, I'm more worried about the win than my KD, so I guess that's why my KD isn't as high as it could be. But you know, it's just the way it is. I'm more of a win-loss guy over the kill-death ratio. You know, it's just a number at the end of the day. But you know, it's a number that I kind of, I don't know, I enjoy having it there. Let's just say that. But you know, simple things like this is what really helps me hold the 4KD itself. You know, I have different play styles for different maps. You know, I play differently for certain maps for sure. Like a map like Seatown, I don't remember the last time I've used an Assault Strike package on Seatown. I always use Specialist. I always use Specialist on Lockdown. I always use Specialist on Arcaden. And it's just because, you know, air support doesn't do good on certain maps, and therefore, you know, Specialist is probably your most viable option, and probably what I would recommend the most. Now, you get those certain maps like, you know, Mission, you got Interchange, you have, what other maps are there that I can think of? Hard Hat, where, you know, Assault streaks can really just tear it up. And you know, right here I'm using a Barrett 50 cal, and like I said, your weapon selection is another really big thing. I recommend personally sticking to assault rifles, and if a close quarter maps, submachine guns, you know, you guys know the basics, you know, ACR Type 95, MP7, PP90, you know all the guns, the try-hard guns. If you really want to hold a high KD, and the best way I could say to recommend it is use weapons like those, but you know, we all know they get boring from time to time, and you know, we like to switch up our weapon selection. But this right here is pretty much how I hold a 4KD in Modern Warfare 3. You can see right here, I'm just even substituting him for a sniper rifle, the Barrett 50 cal, and right here, this was a perfect example of 37-1 gameplay. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't hate because it's campy. Peace.